Sometimes, amidst the hustle and bustle of daily life, we forget how essential it is to pause and simply breathe. God's presence is a constant reminder that we need to slow down and focus on what truly matters. In a world that spins at a frenetic pace, where worries about the future and the weight of the past often overwhelm us, God invites us to find a moment of peace and reflection. Recently, while traveling to a destination, I encountered a situation that perfectly illustrates this. Amidst the fatigue and rush to arrive, I observed the serenity of a landscape unfolding before me. The urge to speed up the journey gave way to the need to appreciate each moment, recognizing that the journey itself has its own beauty. Sometimes, we become so obsessed with the destination that we forget to live in the present, and it is in these moments that God whispers to our souls to stop and appreciate. Patience, so valued by God, is a virtue increasingly rare in modern life. Haste makes us forget that true grace lies in the small details of each day. If we allow our lives to become a constant race, we are ignoring the importance of taking a pause, a moment to simply experience the present. God teaches us that patience is essential to appreciating life in its entirety, not just when we reach the end of the journey. When we look at our own bodies and souls, we realize that both need distinct but equally important care. God gave us a body that requires physical and emotional attention, and a soul that yearns for spirituality and silence. We cannot neglect any of these aspects if we want a balanced life. Our bodies need rest and activity, but it is through quietness and prayer that our souls find their true sustenance. God also shows us that we need to create spaces of silence and introspection, not only for ourselves, but to be open to what He wants to teach us. In our busy routines, we can easily get lost in commitments and distractions. However, by dedicating moments to be at peace, we become capable of hearing the divine voice that guides and comforts us. It is in this silence that we find a true connection with God, which is fundamental for our spiritual and emotional health. So, when haste starts to invade your days, remember God and the importance of offering Him an attentive heart and quality time for inner rest. Even if it is just a few minutes each day, these moments of silence and prayer are what sustain us and allow us to face life's demands with renewed patience. God calls us to live each moment with full awareness, so that we can truly experience the beauty and depth of the life He offers us. Throughout life, we face challenges that often seem insurmountable, and it is natural to feel overwhelmed. However, God offers us a path of serenity and hope. Amidst the chaos and rush, He invites us to find a space of calm where we can reconnect with our essence and with His divine presence. This space is vital for us to recharge our energies and face obstacles with a renewed perspective. There are times when fatigue and anxiety seem to take over, and patience becomes a difficult task. In these moments, it is essential to remember that God is with us, sustaining and guiding us. Patience is not just a virtue but a gift from God to face life's challenges with dignity and tranquility. When we cultivate this patience, we allow God's peace to fill our souls, smoothing out the edges of frustration and stress. The experience of slowing down and seeking God's presence is like a balm for the soul. When we dedicate time to prayer and moments of reflection, we find a refuge that helps us maintain balance and clarity. These moments of connection with God are fundamental to our mental and spiritual health, allowing us to see life with a more serene and grateful perspective. God also teaches us through small daily gestures. By offering a smile to a stranger, listening attentively to a friend, or even dedicating a moment of silence for reflection, we practice patience and allow divine presence to manifest in our actions. Each small act of kindness and compassion is an opportunity to experience God's grace in our lives. Moreover, the pursuit of patience and balance invites us to create rituals that sustain our spirituality. Whether through uplifting reading, music that touches the heart, or meditation practices, these rituals serve as anchors that help us stay centered and connected with God. They provide a space for us to hear His voice and feel His presence, even in the most challenging situations. As we navigate the complexities of life, it is crucial to remember that God accompanies us every step of the way. He not only offers us strength to face adversity, but also teaches us to find beauty and wisdom in moments of pause and stillness. By doing so, we allow His peace to flood our lives, helping us to maintain patience and serenity amidst the turmoil. Finally, we must remember that by connecting with God and seeking His guidance, we are also contributing to our own transformation. Each moment of prayer and reflection is a step towards a fuller and more meaningful life. It is through patience and care for our souls that we find true happiness and fulfillment, which is God's desire for each of us. So as you face the challenges of daily life, remember to seek the silence that God offers. Allow yourself the pause to breathe and reconnect with His presence. May your life reflect God's love and peace, and may you find the patience and serenity needed to live fully and purposefully in every moment. As we deepen our journey of living with God's presence as our guide, it is important to recognize that this journey is both a path of discovery and transformation. God calls us not only to find inner peace, but also to live a life that bears witness to His goodness and love. Each day, God offers us opportunities to grow in patience and gratitude. When we face challenges, whether at work, in personal relationships, or in our health, we can choose to see each difficulty as a chance to draw closer to Him. Every challenge is an opportunity to practice trust in His providence and to develop a deeper understanding of His divine purpose in our lives. Patience, as taught by God, is not passive but active. It is a constant exercise of faith and trust. It means staying calm even when circumstances seem unfavorable and finding strength in God's promises. He reminds us that though the path may be winding, His love and guidance are always present. True patience comes from the assurance that, despite adversities, God is working on our behalf, shaping us for something greater and more meaningful. Moreover, the practice of patience should extend to how we treat others. Often, it is easier to be patient with ourselves than with those around us. However, God calls us to manifest His mercy and compassion in our daily interactions. How we respond to challenges and how we deal with people reflect our relationship with God and our understanding of His unconditional love. Life in community is a rich opportunity to practice patience and kindness. By dedicating ourselves to serving others, whether through acts of charity, active listening, or support, we are contributing to God's plan for a more just and loving world. God's presence in our daily actions helps create an environment where everyone can experience the peace and hope He offers. It is also important to remember that patience and silence are not just for difficult times, but also for moments of joy and celebration. When we pause to reflect and thank God for the blessings received, we cultivate a grateful heart and a positive outlook on life. These pauses to recognize the good God does in our lives help us maintain a balanced perspective and celebrate joys and achievements more deeply. God teaches us that patience is an expression of our faith. When we trust in His timing and accept that some aspects of life are beyond our control, we allow His will to manifest in our journey. This requires continual surrender and deep trust in His wisdom. Each day, as we place our concerns and desires in God's hands, we find a greater purpose and deeper meaning in our lives. Ultimately, the pursuit of patience and balance reflects our desire to live a life aligned with God's will. By striving to maintain a calm heart and focused mind, we are responding to the divine call for a life of peace and fulfillment. God's presence in our lives empowers us to face any challenge with confidence, knowing He is always with us, guiding our steps and strengthening our spirit. As we follow this path, remember that God is constantly by your side, offering the strength and serenity needed to live fully. In each moment of silence, each act of patience, and each gesture of love, allow His presence to be a source of inspiration and renewal. May your life be a living expression of God's peace, reflecting His goodness and love in every action and thought. In our daily journey, marked by challenges and opportunities, God's presence provides an anchor of peace and a guide to live with purpose. By seeking patience and serenity, we are not just cultivating a personal virtue but aligning ourselves with the divine love and wisdom that God provides. Each moment of silence, each pause to reflect and pray, is an opportunity to renew our connection with God and allow His peace to dwell in our hearts. When we face adversities with patience, we create space for His will to manifest in our lives, shaping and transforming us for the greater good. Always remembering that patience is not a passive state, but an active exercise of trust in God, we become more prepared to handle life's complexities with calm and gratitude. By extending this patience to others, we also reflect the divine mercy we receive, contributing to a more loving and compassionate world. May God's wisdom and love be the light that guides our steps, helping us to maintain balance and serenity each day. At the end of each journey, may we find moments of silence to thank Him for His blessings and the strength He provides to face any challenge. As we conclude this moment of reflection, let us carry with us the commitment to live with God's presence in our hearts. May our lives be a constant testimony to His peace and grace, and may each step we take bring us joy and fulfillment from living according to His will. In the name of God who sustains and guides us, may our journey be filled with patience, love, and purpose. Amen.